Sorry guys, I touched the wrong button and I kicked myself off. So I hope you come back and find me again. Give it a couple minutes for you guys to catch up. Hi Linda, I touched the wrong button. And it kicked me off. I had to redo everything. Just ain't my night. For a change, it was my fault, not the program I'm using, which I'm canceling it. I'm just gonna. Hi Tina, welcome back. Rosie, if you're on, I don't see you. I saw a message. All right, I'm going to get started. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 6 cards to show you tonight. I hope Rosie and Carol gets back on. It was my fault. I touched the wrong button. I should leave my hands off. All right, we're going to get started. I'm going to flip the camera down. All right, we're using the Ephemera packs, the new packs that are in the new catalog. And I'm using this one that is returned to the new catalog from the mini catalog. So we're going to get started. I'm going to show you. This is where I got my idea. They have cards and tags, and on page 26 and 27. I'm making one that looks like this, but I have Happy Father's Day is the one I'm making tonight, but I have one for Happy Birthday. I made this one totally different. Hi, Rosie. Yeah, the first time it was my fault, Rosie. I hit the wrong button. I made this one, but I changed it up. I made the tag, but made it into a card. So we're going to get, and this one. We're going to get started. This is the first one, and this one is done exactly like it is in the book. Crooked. Let me get you straight here. There you go. And I'm going to tune you in a little. There we go. This is done exactly in the book, okay? The front's going to be the same, but I got a piece of basic black, and I'm going to mount the white onto that, okay? 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I'm going to glue the black on a while. You see if this is the one that's working. Yep. I have 2 on standby. So we're going to lay the black down. And then we're going to, the only thing that's different on these compared to the ones that were in the mini catalog, these are stickers. So I'm going to just peel the stickers off. And I am going to lay my images. Now this piece is smaller than the card front, so I have to be careful where I lay my images. And then we want this one. And it's going to go like that. And we're going to put our hat down. It's going to go like so. But I'm not going to glue this part down. I want to put my other leaf on. Hi, Carol. Welcome. You didn't miss anything. I was late getting on myself, and then I knocked myself off and had to restart. This is the first card. Put that right there. And then we'll put this down. And then I'm going to take our saying, and I need glue on that. Because this is from the ones that came back from the mini catalog. And then we'll put our spider on. They have the stickers, and it's not a solid piece that you have to. Yeah, it was. Okay, and then I have my stars. Oh, come on. There we go. I'll put one there. I think the hardest part is trying to. This is time for celebration, Carol. I used this is all this. All this is from this one, but on the other ones that I'm using, I used both. That's in the catalog. These are the new ones. Good Times, Mix and Match, and the Time for Celebration are the 2 I'm using tonight. And then I'm also using the Greetings for All that came back from the mini catalog. And this card is actually from the book, like this, but I'm backing this with a basic black. I changed it from the book a little, as far as the cardstock. Oh, come on, Dad. You didn't have this much problem when you made the card. I think I took the sticky off. Hold on a minute. I'm going to put one here. Pull the sticky right off of that. Okay. So then we're going to put this on here. And there you have the first card. This is exactly what was in the book, and I put the black behind it. And I think I like the black behind it better. Okay, here's another one. This one was a tag in the book, and I made it into a card. This one here. And I'm using the Merry Christmas from the returning one. Okay, basic white, 8.5 by 5.5, and we're going to score that at 4.25. Real red is 5.25 by 4, and we're going to mount that down on the front. And we're going to set that aside. We're going to work on our ornaments. And we're going to put them where we want them. And I need that one. I need real red and apple green. Okay. So this one lays up a little bit. Now this one, I cut off the 3 berries instead of wasting it back here because I can use them over again. Hi, Gina Marie. Welcome. So I'm just going to cut around. And I'm going to put that back in my pack so I have them for later. Because that goes behind here. And instead of using that whole sticker, I can get use out of it. Okay. So I'm going to put these down first. I'll tell you what, I have trouble with these getting the backs off. I want to pull the, not the sticker back, but the whole card. I mean, design, the cardstock. I just tore it. Stuck to my finger. So we're going to put that there. And that's going to go there. Okay. Now I'm going to put this one down. And that's going to go right about there. And we're going to put this one down. Oh my gosh. I didn't have this much problem getting these off when I was making the cards. And that's going to go there. And then this one. And then that one's going to go over this way. Like so. Then I'm going to get a ruler and I'm going to draw lines. I am using Cloud Clover. It's one of the new ink colors. And I'm just going to draw a line up. Real red. And Granny Apple Green. That way they don't look like they're just hanging in air. Happy Holidays. It's going to get glued down. About right there. And then these tiny little, I'm not going to even try to play with the backs. I'm just going to glue them down with a dot of glue. And then we're going to put this on the red front of the card. That would be card number 2. Thanks, Carol. So I'm going to put that over here. Now we're going to do another one. This is the one that in the book on page 26 is this one here. Okay? And it says Happy Father's Day. I backed it in black like I did the other one and put Happy Birthday. So I figured, well, Father's Day is coming, Sunday. So I picked out Happy Father's Day, and basic black is 5 by 4, 5 1/4 by 4, and the basic white is 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, so I am going to glue basic black down. I gotta fix that. That's not folded right. Sorry guys, don't have it on right. Well, I'll tell you what, that glue wants to really grab hold quick. Okay, let's put this back down. There we go. And we're going to work on this one. These are from those packs. These are all, we do have a stamp set. It's called Trusty Tools, I think. Thanks, Carol. But you can get them off of these packs. And I think they're both on, I think it's on both of them. But you get 6 sheets, 2 of each designs. Like you get 2 of those, and I can open them up later and show you. Since I was late getting started, I thought I'd just keep on going. All right. So let's take this off. And that's going to just get laid just like that. And we're going to take the hammer. And we're going to lay that on an angle. Screwdriver. And then a happy birth or happy Father's Day will get over like this. So we're going to glue that down. And then we have some nails. One there. And the last one. And I will put it on the front of our card. Yeah, you're right, Carol. You and me both. That's why I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a Father's Day card, but my son, I can send it to my son or give it to him. He's a stepdad. He doesn't have any of his own that I know of anyway. Okay, so that would be card number 3. Card number 2. This is using the new ink color, Cloud Cover. Cloud Cover. Is that what it's called? Yes, Cloud Cover. 8.5 by 5.5. And we're going to score it in half at 4.25. Okay. Then you need a piece of basic white for the inside. Oh, okay, I made this a book thing. Hold on a second. Let me get mine so I can score it. Okay. So, we are going to score it at 3.25. And I didn't score that one. 3.25. And then we would score it at 4.25. Okay. And then you fold that one back. Okay. So then this would be a 3 by 5.25. That is going to go on the inside. So let me glue this part down. This 1-inch section where you just scored, you're just going to glue that down. And then I'm going to add this on the inside so you have space to write. And that is 3 by 5.25. Okay. So then I chose this little vase with flowers, a get well, and 3 yellow hearts. And then I took ribbon and I used Cloud Cover and Darling Duck, I think it's called. It's one of the new Darling Duckling, and colored the ribbons. I just cut 2 different lengths and colored them with my markers. And I left them sit overnight because your markers don't dry as fast as your blends. Okay. I ran a 3 by 5.25 and a 3/4. I need to cut that down. This should be 3/4 by 5.25. So let let me see, 5 1/4 by 3/4. Okay. And this should be 3 by 5 1/4. So let me just make sure. Okay. That will get laid right here, so I can put that on a while. So lay that right here. And we'll lay this one down. I think I'm almost out. Lay that on here. Okay. And then for the ribbon, I just took, you could use your stamp and seal. I am using an old snail. And I just laid some adhesive to add my ribbons. So I'm going to lay this up here. This ribbon, it frays so quickly. Okay. I'll have to get the glue eraser. Let me put a little bit here. I'll hold that down. Like so. Okay, well, I don't like that end. Let me see if I can trim it. There you go. Okay. And then all we have to do is add our center, our focal point. That's going to go in the middle, like so. Oh, where's my, I know I had a ladybug. Huh. I have to find my ladybug. Let me see which one it was in. This one is the Good Times. So you'll get to see, you get 2 of these, you get 2 of these. I'm looking, there's my ladybug. And you get 2 of those. Yeah, 2 of these. This one's like the first one I just showed you. I think I'm going to sit down, punch them all out, and put them in a folder and mark it what it is, because once you start tearing them out, they all start falling out. Okay. Let me get some mini dimensionals and we'll, oh look, there's my butterfly. I mean my ladybug. And that already has the backing off. Okay. I am putting 4 on here because it's a long greeting. Take my pick tool and see if I can't get them off. That was easy. pick my ladybug up. Gonna put get well soon. And my ladybug go there. And then we'll put our hearts on. There. And one more. Trying to get the backs off for these. And this one. Okay. So there is card number 4. No stamping. The only thing you're going to use ink on are the next 2 cards. And it's this one. And it's using Granny Apple Green. And I blended the outside of it because putting it on just white card stock was too, I think it took away from the wreath. And I'll show you what it's like in the books. This one here. So it just took away from it. Yeah, great minds, Carol. Yeah, I haven't played with them much, the new ink colors yet. So, but yeah, you're right. It's growing on me too as far as liking the color. This one is 4 1/4 by 11. It's scored at 5 1/2, and it's Granny Apple Green. You'll need 2 pieces of basic white, and it's 4 by 5 1/4. One for the inside. We're going to do that a while. Now, I didn't do anything on the inside of these. You could take something from the pack that matches the wreath or whatever and put something in there. Okay, so now I need my paper to get my blending brush and Granny Apple Green ink pad. And all I'm going to do is go out around the card. And then what I did after I did the outer edge, I kind of just like went over it just to give it a little in the middle so it's not so bright. And that's all I did. So, what do I do with my wreath now? Oh, there it is. So I'm going to take the wreath off of the backing. And that is going to go right in the middle. Like so. Okay. Took a bow, and I'm thinking this might be Timid Tiger color. Another in color. It's either that or I don't think it's Calypso Coral and it's not Pumpkin Pie. I think it's Timid Tiger. And that's just going to lay at the top. And then we have 4 little, I guess they're daisies. We have 2 different sizes, 2 bigger ones and 2 smaller ones. They all look the same to me. Put that there. That one there. I think I got all little ones. And one more. There. And then thinking of you. And I'm going to do this again. And that's going to go in the middle. It's going to get on the front. And there is card number 5. And the last one is another Christmas one. Real red, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I need my oh no, you know what? I used my stoppers to go around these. Okay. Then you will need 2 pieces that are 1.5 by 2 3/4. Then you need 2 pieces that are 1.5 by 2 1/4. They are going to be put on and look like a front of a door. Okay? So we're just going to dob this up. Gives this a little more dimension on the door on front of the card. Now this one was out of the book. I changed it up a good bit. Didn't have the big Merry Christmas on it. The wreath and the 2 things are the same. I put the bow on. I did not have a bow on in the book. The greeting was smaller and it was up in here where the bow is, but it did not have these panels on to make it look like a door. Okay, so now we're going to lay these down. on the front. Like so. Yeah, there I did. Okay. And I took a little blue star and made it look like the door handle, the doorknob. Okay, I'm going to glue these down. All right, I'm done playing with this one. Let's try this one. This one's almost empty too. So we're gonna put this on like so. Well, make it straight then. And this one. I want the same amount on each side here. And then this one. And I'm lining the bottom up to this one, up to the top part. I use liquid glue because you get wiggle room before it actually dries, especially if you get too much on there. All right, and this gets just glued down at the bottom. Like so. And there's my little star for the doorknob. Oh, that one was easy to come off. We'll put that there. Then we're going to put our wreath on. As soon as I find a place, there we go. Oh my goodness, this is a couple different spots to take off instead of the whole way around. I think I got it. They're really sticky. Thanks, Rosie. Yeah, it does look like a door. Okay. Then you're going to take these and you're going to lay these down. One there. And these are the same size. I thought it was two different ones, but they're the same size, so it wouldn't matter which one you would use to lay down first. Oh, I can't get that part off. Okay. And then that's going to go like that. And then I have my bow, which I already made. And that's going to go there. And I'm going to use just my snail and lay some glue there. I like that side better. And that's going to go there. And there you have my, let me put the inside in. I think I was supposed to be in there. Oh well, we'll put it in there. Okay. There's card number 6. So let me bring them out, show them to you again. So I've been on longer than 20 minutes again. I'm breaking my record. So there you have it. Like I said, I copied right out of the book. There's no stamping. The only ink that I used would be for these two cards. And it was using the blends and the daubers. But everything else is out of those Ephemera's packs. Thanks, Tina. All right, guys. Well, I will be back on Monday again at 8 o'clock. And I will be showcasing DSP using this DSP Florals in Bloom. I already started on some cards using that DSP. That will be Monday at 8 o'clock. And then I think, what's today? Next week will be the last week I will be doing both YouTube and Facebook. After that, after the 20th, I will be just YouTube and I will download to Facebook. I'm tired of having problems with this program and I've been using it. Thanks, Linda. I've been using it for years, almost ever since I started doing videos back in the day. And it just seems like lately it's a lot that I have to deal with sometimes. Now, I haven't, knock on wood, been buffering for you guys, but only when I make mistakes like I did tonight. But I'm going to try doing it this way, doing it on YouTube if I can. I might try a test to see if it'll look right before the 20th. If not, then I'm just going to keep the program and cross my fingers. So, all right, guys, have a wonderful weekend. And I will see you back here on Monday, 8 o'clock. And I just want to say thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate every one of you guys. And don't forget to share my videos. It helps my channel. All right. I want to say good night, everybody. Have a great rest of the evening, which is what, 9 o'clock?